today I am here with a mic supporting talent as it overrates success, as it overrates hard work in the way of success. So before moving into my points, opinions, and arguments about how talent overrates hard work, I want each and every one of you to know what talent means and what success means. So what is talent? Have you ever thought about it? Talent is a natural gift one is born with. You're amazing at something right from the beginning. With talent, your future is set. Your future is served to you on a golden plate, for you were born extraordinary. And what do we mean by success? So if you don't know the finishing line that we are all running towards to, this whole contest is in vain. So we must know what success means. Success has different terms, but one combined meaning is that achieving your aimed goals. So this is what success means. With this being said, I'll move on to my points and arguments over how talent is the primary driver for success. So starting with my first point will be talent in learning advantages. So here, imagine everyone, I'm talking about education, which is the primary driving force of development. And with education, Eritrea will dominate all the other countries. So what is talent's role in education? So as a 2016 neuroscience study found out that people with higher cognitive abilities tend to learn more tasks faster, grasp more concepts faster, which allows them to innovate, to master many sub-skills, and also allows them to increase their level of greatness. So Oladapo in 2014 has also strengthened it by saying that over 91% of those productive citizens in a country are those who are born with innate talent. So with this being said, I want each and every one of you to know what talent has to do with learning advantages. So we can take an example. For example, Nikola Tesla. Nikola Tesla is a great scientist, inventor, mechanical and electrical engineer who's designed and also contributed to the future of design and technology. So Nikola Tesla is the Nikola Tesla that we are honoring today because he is believed to show sheer talent in his lifetime career. And this is what I'm saying. And also, Richard Feynman, which is a Nobel Prize-winning physicist, had an IQ that allowed him to visualize complex quantum mechanics and also allowed him to be a Nobel Prize winner. So this is what I'm saying. Talent has a lot to do with learning advantages. And also, if we see Eritrean students, why do you think Eritrean students go to other countries and dominate? Why do you think other countries fear Eritrea in education? This is because of talent. So this is what I'm saying. Talent has learning advantages. And also, moving on to my second point, I would like to describe that talent saves time and energy in the way of success. So in order to understand this better, let us assume a scenario. So imagine there is a door to a treasury, and that door is locked by an unopenable locker that won't open forever. So would you manage to push harder and harder when you know that door won't be unlocked, or would you look for another way in? Definitely the answer is obvious. I would look for another way in if I'm aiming for success, isn't it? So that's why looking for another way in is a shortcut, and that shortcut resembles talent. So talent, if success was to be considered as a race, then talent is being 50 meters ahead of the pack, which is the success is already gained. And also, a famous psychiatrist, Miss Angela Duckworth, once said, instead of spending a whole lifetime mastering on what I cannot do, I would spend a perfect year mastering a gift, which is talent. So with this, I can understand that once Elon Musk said that success often requires seeing what other people miss. And seeing what other people miss saves time and energy as it helps you to go to success. So this is what I'm saying. So talented people save time and energy, and this allows them to pivot, to innovate, to be a legendary when others are struggling with their basics. this will lead me to my third, last but not least point, which is my personal favorite actually. And this is talent is exceptional, period. So talent makes you exceptional. Talent makes you different. Talent makes you great. And that's what we think as success, isn't it? Even in the market. So in a global economy, talent is rare, isn't it? So in a global economy, we reward what is scarce. We reward what is rare, not what's common, isn't it? So that's why if talent is rare, it's rewarded with high prestige and also compensation. You can hire 1,000 workers to work hard for you, but you cannot manufacture the spatial intelligence of a world-class architect. As it is said in the English proverb, a donkey can be ever so well-trained, but it won't be a race horse. You can work harder and harder, but it won't also be a wastage of time. So this is what I'm saying. As I've mentioned before, the Eritrean struggle, and also Nikola Tesla, Richard Feynman, these are all what they become because they thought outside of the box. Every world-changing invention came from the people who think outside of the box. The box is the boundary, but talented people think out of the boundary. So these talented people sustain peak performance as they're not fighting against their natural inclinations. And this is what makes it different from hard work. So if you're wanting an economic success maybe, an educational success, governmental success, all you have to do is dig out for your talent. As I'm moving to my conclusion, I want to speak that effort is linear, but talent is non-linear. Talent makes you to jump from 1 to 100 instantly. So this is what I'm saying. So in order to conclude, Steve Jobs didn't envision his way to the iPhone, but he used his talent. So all of us must be talented and also dig out for our talent. This will give an end to my presentation. Thank you for listening.
Which one of them do you think that is more successful, the talented or the effort?
The talented person. As I mentioned in the research that I gained from Oladapo in 2014, over 91% of those productive people are those who are talented. And you cannot debate with the fact, isn't it?
Okay, my dear audience, do you know which one is the more successful, the talented or the effort? It's obvious the person who put an effort is the more successful, because if you have a talent, you are successful by one thing. But if you are
so
the person who put an effort,
and let
you
me
are
answer.
you will be successful by 20.
Yes,
by 20
Nathan,
things.
Yeah,
give
let
her-
me answer,
give her
okay?
time.
Let me make it clear for you as you have a mistaken idea.
No, I'm not mistaken.
Okay, let me answer. You're interrupting. Okay, calm down first.
I'm calm.
Yeah, so talented people, as I'm saying, it's not me, but it's the research that is disapproving you wrong. Isn't
Okay,
it?
talented people are success by one
because
thing,
the
by one
people,
thing.
since they're talented, they know what to do, and also they know what they're destined for. So they don't have to do hard work. This resembles like if I have a diamond in my home, do I go to look out for stone? No. Why would I like to look out for a stone? Because I already have a diamond, a precious diamond in my home. So talent is the diamond. I already have everything, isn't it? So why would I look like for stones? That's what I'm saying. You see? So the diamond.
Thank you. That's enough for you. That's your time.
Today is a wonderful and beautiful debating day, and I'm so glad to debate in front of all of you. Which topic is effort is more necessary to success versus talent is more necessary to success. Which one do you think is better? Absolutely, effort is more necessary to success. So before I start my presentation, let me tell you the meaning of effort and talent. Effort is the using of mental and physical energy to achieve on something, but talent is the natural skills and abilities that develop by hard working and effort. So I have lots of points regard to my topic, but concerned to my time, I'm gonna present 6 main points. So let's back to my first point, that is hard working. So we all know that to achieve on something, we need to work hard. For example, let's say there is a student who wants to achieve a good result in his academy. The student didn't have the talent to remember every and each the teacher explains on the class. So does it mean he will fail in his academy? No. he can work hard and study hard in his home. He can take a note, summarize his notes, underline the main points, and study it again and again in his home. So this hard working leads him to success. My second point is development of new skills and abilities. So when we put effort on something, we are constantly learning and growing. For example, let's say you are working in a mechanic garage. To be a mechanic, you don't need a talent. You need an effort. So when you put effort to be a mechanic, you are constantly learning and growing how to repair the car by any means. So these new skills and abilities helps you to change your life from what you were and will be valuable on your personal and professional life. My third point is to fulfill our hobby. We as humans, there is something we want to do in our extra time, like playing football, basketball, or games. So at this time, do we need to play with effort or talent? Of course, we need to play with effort, because if you don't have a talent to play that game, does it mean you can do that? Oh my God, even all players are talented, work hard to success, because they know that talent only is not enough to success. So by hard working, we can do everything we want and we can fulfill our hobby and dream. And don't forget that almost all humans are not talented. So due to lack of talent, nobody can stop us from our dream and hobby. Then my first point is talent with carelessness. Talented people have a talent, but with carelessness they are nothing. That means talented people may not utilize their abilities or reach their full potential due to lack of care and focus. So in other words, it means talent only is not enough to guarantee our success. To be truly successful, talented individuals need to take a deliberate actions to maintain and develop their knowledge and skills in intentional and focused manner. And this requires commitment, focus, and effort in their works. And my fifth point is effort breeds results. Effort is individuals learning to grow, develop, build skills, and build characters which are essential to success. A Sud Arab prince once says that, I have worked really hard to build an empire and I succeed. Now I become one of the wealthiest men on our country, but my children and godchildren were born rich. They only know spending money, having fun, and living happily. But their children and godchildren will be back to the working class because their fathers didn't teach them how to get money. So they paid the price since they never inherited the skills and the work ethics. So that was the lesson. Success always needs effort. And my last, but not the least point is that effort leads to resilience. In the book of The Character of Character, 23 says that effort builds characters which is essential in the negative ups and downs of life. When individuals invest their time and effort in building skills and in learning and overcoming challenges, they tend to success and build resilience. But because if they don't succeed, they have the tools to bounce back from the backs and continue their journey. So at last, on my conclusion, I want to remember you the best talented football player, Cristiano Ronaldo. Once he says that talent without hard working is nothing. So even this best player admit that talent only is not enough to success. So how can we say that talent is more necessary to success? We can. Talent is depend on our hard working and effort. But our effort is depend on our achievements. If we put more effort, we gain more. And if we put less effort, we gain less. So I will repeat that again and again. Talent without hard working is nothing and meaningless. So thank you for listening to me. If I have any question or suggestion, feel free to ask.
So there is a saying which is, a genius is not made, but a genius is born. So with this, with effort, if you're saying that effort is the primary driver for success, why can't you produce or make a genius within 10 hours?
Okay, I'm on it. I work very hard, so I'm on it. I will be successful.
Oh, you're on the way of making a genius? Come on, people, understand this. He's saying that he is on his way to make a genius, a person. Not even the greatest scientists cannot do it, okay? So this is what I'm saying.
Okay,
a genius is
but
born,
if you work
a
hard-
genius cannot be made. So that's what
Yes.
I'm saying, people.
All right.
Talent.
Thank you, both Ariam and Nathan. Thank you.
Well, hello, audience. What a lovely day it is today, right? I know all of you are tired, so I'll try to make this quick. But I'm not quite sure if I can, because I'm really excited. my heart is about to jump out of me. So please look forward to my presentation. Today, we're venturing into a realm of imagination, where creativity just flows like water. Let's confront the reality that talent is a driving force behind magic, innovation, and success together. So now, we're going to explore a wide topic of talent versus effort for success, where talent contributes more. So let's start by defining what talent means first. Talent is a natural ability, aptitude, or the capacity for doing something well without extensive training. But talent isn't just a one-time action, but an enduring pattern of thought, of feeling, and of behavior that manifests as high performance, or in an organized context, the right person in the right role. The ideal of success that many people have is just wealth and fame. But that's just an ideal. In reality, success is the desired result of any work or attempt done. So, I can see you're asking, so what's their relationship? So I'm going to explain it to you with 4 points I have for today. And on the way, you'll get to understand why talent is more necessary for success than effort. Let's start with my first point. My first point for today is, it's the personal quality. Bruce Lee once said, always be yourself. Express yourself. Have faith in yourself. Don't look for a successful personality and duplicate it. You know what? Every single thing in this world has a copy. So that's talent, which is effort. Talent is there from the moment you're born. At a time you can't even think it is there. It's what defines you in the eyes of other people. It's authentic. There are no impurities in it. And don't chase other people's dreams, because me, you, and also all of you here have your own identity. You're unique, and you have the capacity to achieve the real success. Leading me to my second point. My second point for today is role alignment and energy. Talent is better for long-term sustainability when it aligns with your career for extraordinary results. When you take comedians as an example, it's their immense talent, not their hard work, that has made them to communicate with the people, with their audience, not their effort. For example, when you take Kevin Hart. Kevin Hart is a world-renowned American comedian who has received and is still continuing to receive lots of love and support from worldwide fans of his. And it's his diverse set of talents that has made him a one-of-a-kind comedian. And his improvisational skills, wow, they're so impressive, allowing him to execute humorous situations and funny expressions on the spot. So, effort, it helps talent to grow. But effort in itself, it's a lost cause. My third point for today is naturalness bias. This is more of a professional one. So if any of you here work in HR or hiring department of companies, you'd absolutely get what I'm about to say. And don't worry, to those who don't, I'll make sure you completely understand it. Research has shown that society often values naturals more than hard workers. 65% more mentorship is given to those who are naturally talented more than to the hard workers or to those who are known for their efforts only. And to my surprise, in one experiment, investors were willing to sacrifice years and years of experience and management skills. Only to do what? To hire someone who's labeled as naturally talented. So it's that talent that has got this person that better job opportunity, not the effort. My last and fourth point for today is adaptation efficiency and speed. Talent is better when time is constrained, as well as in highly specialized fields like singing or leadership, where natural charm and charisma, also the psychological and cognitive traits, set a ceiling that practice alone cannot easily overcome. It brings out higher ROI on effort, which means if two people put on the same amount of work, the one with the higher natural aptitude will generally achieve a higher level of success and skill. But the one who's relying on effort will just be left as an effort. Musk is the owner and founder of SpaceX, which is currently a similar level as NASA. he was once asked by the World Economic Forum for being one of the young entrepreneurs of this world. He was asked over 100 talented people and 1,000 hard workers, which one would you employ? Which one do you think he chose? His answer was mind-blowing. He said, is that even a question? Even a first grader can answer this. He said, of course I would choose 100 talented people more than even millions of millions hardworking, effortful people. So, because it's the ability of the talented, not the effort of the hardworking, that has made our world to the place it is today. Thank you for listening, and I'm sure you've received my message well.
I guess you want to be a doctor in the future, right?
Yes,
so
of
if
course.
you're talented enough, why don't you just simply become a doctor and just let this all stuff without going to school?
Because, like what you said, I want to be a doctor, the best one, in fact. But does that mean I have to go to school? As a research done by the Harvard University for the last couple of years, they have shown that 70% of the students that are learning in Harvard, they're not productive enough as the 30%. You know why? Because of their talent. Nothing can be talent, whether it is effort or anything. There's nothing in this world that can be talent. Never, ever.
You didn't answer my question. I said, why would you
I answered your
go to
question
school?
by saying that even though I go to school, that doesn't mean I spend multiple efforts as somebody who's relying on effort only. Because
Okay,
I
so-
believe in talent. And if I don't have the talent to become a doctor, I will leave it. Because working in a field where you don't have the talent for is really sluggish than you think. People die. They commit suicide because of burnout. Why? Because of multiple efforts over something they don't have the talent for. But in a field where you have the talent for, you don't even need to lift a penny. You don't even need to lift a finger to become it, because talent is what you become, not what you do.
Good morning, and good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Now I'm here to prove a single point, and that is, if you want to be a successful person in your life, if you want to have a stable career in your journeys or in your every dimension of life, you need to invest on it. You need to be a hard worker. First of all, let's start by defining what effort or a hard work is. First of all, effort or hard work is the continuous attempt, the continuous resilience to do something, the devotion that somebody have inside him to do something by a continuous attempt to do it, not just by sitting down and saying, oh, I'm genius, I'm chill. Nah, nobody get to achieve something like that as easy as that. So my first point to prove this is, first of all, in our everyday life, we all go to school. Had just intelligence been the only thing, why would we sit down and wait money to come into us and just sit on our sofas? No, we can't do it. We have to work on it. We have to invest on the thing we're supposed to do. My second point is, effort is a multiple hand, while talent is a one weapon. Let me prove my quote. First of all, if I am just talented in playing soccer, I'm just going to be a soccer player. I'm not going to be a businesswoman. I'm not going to be a mother. I'm not going to have any other dimensions rather than being a football player. Even forget the other departments. When you come to the football field, if you're not training enough, if you're not investing on it, do you think you will become a successful soccer player? No, never, ever. We've never seen anybody who succeeds without trying or without investing on the thing they're doing. My third point is, a talent just gives you a head start. Like, to do something, if you have talent, okay, I can do this because of the talent. But do you know what effort does? It gives you the resilience, the ability to go along the whole journey and makes you a successful person. Let's take a simple example. In our daily life, at a talented person, if they're just sitting down, have you ever listened to them succeeding? No. We all know that the only person who succeeds in real life is the one who studies hard, the one who tries their everything, and who put their effort onto their life, not just wait the success to come unto them. That's why I am saying this. My father used to tell me one thing. He would say, talent without effort is meaningless. Even sometimes I would say, talent without an effort, it is tragedy. Of course it's tragedy, because you just have a good beginning. You're not having a good ending. You're not going to be successful for the coming year. Let's say you succeeded now. If you're not keeping on investing on that job, do you think so that career will stay long? No, it will never stay. So you have to invest on it. What are the main topics, or let me conclude this. What are the 4 main reasons that effort outdoes talent? The first thing is consistency winning. If you are a hardworking person, you're gonna have a long-lasting career, or you're gonna keep on winning. Do you know why? Because that hard work gives you a successful character, and a successful character stays until you die. You're gonna be successful till the end of the life. Second, it polishes, or it enlightens your talent. Let's say somebody is talented. If they're not training, if they're not investing on it, do you think so they will be successful? No, never ever. So Binyam Girma is a good example. Had he not invested, had he not trained, do you think so he would have reached the stage he's in? No, never, never, ever. Nobody have reached that by just having a talent. He trained it, he practiced it, he'd worked it, and he put everything he got into it. So finally, he succeeded. And my third point is resilience. If you are a hard worker, you become resilient to every obstacles that happen in your life, and you become able to tackle them. After every successful career, there is a low amount of effort. So if you want to have a secured career, try hard, invest on it, and you're gonna pay for it, and it's gonna pay you off.
ምስጋና ሳይሞን ካብ ቤት ትምህርቲ ቀይሕ ባሕሪ ብ280 ነጥቢ ካልእቲ ኮይና ተዓዊታ ኣላ ሞራል ናሃቦም ሽለሞደላ ድማ ታብለት ሽለማላ መዳልያን ታብለትን ሽለማላ መወዳእታ ቀዳማይ ኮይኑ ተዓዊቱ ዘሎ በረኸት ተስፋይ ብ284 ነጥቢ ካብ ቤት ትምህርቲ ሰማዕታት በረኸት ተስፋይ ካብ ቤት ትምህርቲ ሰማዕታት ብ284 ነጥቢ ቀዳማይ ኮይኑ ተዓዊቱ ኣሎ ሽልማቱ ድማ ሜዳልያን ብሽክለታን እዩ ክወስድ እዩ ሽምስክትሽም ኣታ ዝዓወት ክንደይ ይጥዕም